Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, I've been doing a bit of a horror thing lately. I was supposed to be doing a marathon or something else, but I just didn't feel like it. I just ended up watching a bunch of horror movies. And one I watched was one called Evilspeak. And I had no idea what it was. I'd never seen it before. I don't even know why I picked it. I think it had a nice cover, like the thumbnail. But also I realised Clint Howard was in it. And Clint Howard was in the original Star Trek. He was Baylock in the first episode of Star Trek. He played a little alien. And he's always played these really weird, sort of odd, unattractive characters in the films he's done later on. But in this film, he's actually just playing like a regular teenager. And even though he was sort of this screw-up who sort of, unflattering sort of stereotype was like a charity kid who was an orphan, and he was in the military, and they were sort of putting him through the military out of sort of pity and I guess desperation, because they didn't have enough people wanting to be a part of their academy or whatever, so they had to just take less desirable people, which was the way they characterised him. And he gets bullied by everyone. The other cadets or whatever are bullying him. The teachers treat him awfully, and he is Clint Howard, so he looks a little bit odd, but he basically just comes across as a slightly awkward teenager. But then he does mess up so many things, and so many times I'm like, just don't be a F up. Just he makes it a little harder on himself, because I think they would discriminate against him because he's a charity case and he's an orphan either way. But if he hadn't have made it so easy for them by screwing everything up so often, it would have been harder for them to pick on him. Now he discovers this book, and he starts to decode it using a computer, and then he awakens this demon that basically kills people for him. So all the people who are bullying him get killed. There's a janitor who finds out that he's basically down in the basement in this room. He's supposed to be cleaning it up, and that's where he finds the book, and he finds this chamber, which is basically where whoever was dealing with black magic and that worked, and he's using that area and that. And he ends up sort of befriending the cook there, and he gives him this dog that's a runt of the litter, and he's taking care of that. But then these evil cadets find the place, break in, and they kill the dog as a sacrifice, even though they don't even know what they're doing. And eventually he just goes mad, and he starts killing everyone. And there's a bit of a Carrie scene where he locks all these people in this, I think it's a church or like a function room. And no, it's a church. And he just kills them all. But then he survives, and at the end he doesn't remember any of it. There's a bit of text on the screen saying basically he was the only survivor and doesn't remember anything. And the last shot is of the computer screen coming on. So is it going to use him again? Is it going to possess him again? See him wearing this like demon mask and that, and it's interesting. Like I said, Clint Howard playing just a regular teen, sort of like an abused kid, this sort of nerdy kid who can't get a break. It's kind of interesting. It was kind of likable, but frustrating at the same time, because he just screwed so many things up and did it all the time. There weren't really any other actors in it that I recognised. There was a black guy whose last name seemed to be Earl Jones. So I'm like, could that be James Earl Jones' brother or something? Or is it just a coincidence? But he was his only sort of friend who kept sticking up for him, and he was kind of cool. But that was about it. All the teachers were horrible and condescending, and I felt a little bad for him. But you really enjoyed all the bullies getting it. It really was like kind of fun. Of course, the worst guy gets it last and gets it worse. The one who was sort of the ringleader and everything. But they also, I think they got one of the girls too, that he tried to chat up some girls, and the guy the bully sort of intervened and embarrassed him and all that. And the girls didn't help, and they sort of slipped away, embarrassed for him after he got bullied and his pants pulled down and everything. But I think one of the girls got killed as well, and I'm like, she didn't actually do anything wrong. She didn't help him. She didn't sympathise with him, but she just sort of was embarrassed for him and left. So I thought that was a little harsh. And the demon stuff, because it's working for a computer, they show a lot of like sort of computer graphics of the demon and its eyes and its face, and it's a bit much on that level, but it kind of works in that sort of, it's got that 80s sort of, let's try and be like, futuristic, sort of, element to it, which is kind of fun to watch back now. And you wonder how people would have perceived it then. But I actually enjoyed the film. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but it was pretty decent. I think I'll probably keep it. I'll probably watch it again, but it was just interesting, just on its own, just to see Clint Howard playing like a regular sort of teenage, sort of geeky sort of boy. I'm not sure if he was trying to be a regular star. I don't know how he got his own film, but I enjoyed it. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Evilspeak and Clint Howard as like a leading man in I guess, at least a horror movie. Bye.